There we go, we're rolling.
Hello, I'm Dr. Susan Lange, and I'm interviewing Giovanni again, and we're in Southern California, Sundays with Giovanni library series. We're in Giovanni's library right now, and I just had a brief conversation with Giovanni about something that's always a fascination to practitioners, and it's the window of the sky points, and what I was trained to call window of the sky points, and a lot of practitioners do, but Giovanni just told us something very enlightening. What do you call them, Giovanni?
I also did call them window of the sky point for many years, and there's nothing wrong with it, because in Chinese the Chinese word is tian, and tian does mean sky. But you could also translate it as heaven, and in the context of Chinese medicine, it makes more sense as heaven, because we use that word in many other contexts. And in the context of Chinese philosophy, the word tian is full of meaning, a very important word, which goes back to the Zhou dynasty, which interestingly marked a change from Shangti. Shangti was basically God, could be translated as God.
Okay.
And I'm talking about 2000 BC.
2000 BC, Zhou dynasty.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
The word Shangti, there was the word Shangti, and Shang means upper, above, which basically was the God, basically. But interestingly, from around the Zhou dynasty onwards, and the Zhou dynasty is started from about 1000 BC, Shangti lost its anthropomorphic feature, and it was more neutral, and it became Tian.
So God became heaven?
Yes. God became heaven,
okay.
and it's not so anthropomorphic as Shangti.
So that was 2,000 years ago, God became heaven?
3,000 years ago.
3,000 years,
Yeah,
4,000 years ago.
No,
2000
1000 BC, so it will be about 3,000.
Okay, 3,000 years ago.
And,
wow.
and the word Tian is a major word in Chinese philosophy, in the Confucian philosophy, not so much the Taoist philosophy, but mostly the Confucian philosophy followed Tian. For example, even in politics, in Chinese, it's always been very important to have order under heaven. Tian Xiaoyou, order under heaven, is very important to them. When the dynasty is ethical, there is order under heaven. So if there is disorder, it means that the dynasty is corrupt or is come to an end.
There is disorder under heaven.
And that applies even nowadays. In 1989, was it 89, when they suppressed the student rebellion?
Tiananmen.
In Tiananmen, was it 1989?
Yes.
Because to have disorder under heaven is very bad for the dynasty. And they don't want that. They can't have disorder under heaven.
What does Tiananmen mean? Is that heaven?
Tiananmen,
is that Tian?
Tian means heavenly.
Yeah.
An is peace, and men is the door.
So
Door of heavenly peace.
In Tiananmen Square, there was disorder.
Which, yes,
disorder
exactly.
under heaven,
You can't
literally.
have disorder in Tiananmen.
Oh
It
my
just
gosh.
shows you how important this word
God.
Tian is, even now in communist China.
Wow.
But then, in the context of Chinese medicine, it is different. Tian also refers to the upper part of the body and the head. The head was called the Tian Fu, for example, or the convergence of heaven. So, in the context of Chinese medicine, Tian also refers to the head. It does in the case of the window of heaven points.
Yes, so the window of heaven, we've got head is heaven.
Yes. And the body is earth. And these points are mostly around here, around the neck.
And the
so
back.
they regulate the ascending and descending of qi to and from the body to the head. And they subdue rebellious qi going up to the head. So that's why I changed the translation. Because the word heaven fits more in the context of Chinese medicine
I love it.
than the sky.
Yes. Window of heaven sounds much more magical and mystical and powerful, and the body is earth. So it's very harmonizing.
Although Tian is also sky in normal everyday language, Tian Qi is the weather.
Okay.
Tian Qi is the weather. Tian Qi Pu Hao, or the weather is bad today.
Yeah, okay.
It's Tian Qi Pu Hao.
And it's
Tian
exactly the same word.
Qi. The same word, yeah, the same character, Tian.
Okay.
So it's also sky, but heaven is a different, completely different context, different meaning.
It gives it a greater importance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then triple burner 16 is actually called?
It's called Tian Huang, that Huang there, which is window as well.
Window. So does that mean that point is a particularly powerful point? If that's
I think so, yes. I think it is. I used to use it a lot, more than the others.
More than even do 16?
Even than do 16, yes.
Or bladder 10? Okay.
Yes.
Then give me before, because I know this is just a very short clip, I promised you, but give me a couple of meanings of heaven, a couple of other meanings for Tian.
In Chinese medicine?
Yes, because you said it's so rich that way.
Oh, another very important meaning is in conjunction with earth. TNT, heaven and earth. Very important.
So that whole axis, the heaven-earth axis?
Yes, the heaven and earth axis, and how the heaven is something that is more non-substantial, ethereal, and earth is something more substantial, concrete. In fact, in the Ling Jing and the Ling Su Wen, Tian-Ti occurs all the time, talks about heaven and earth, all the time.
Yeah.
And the earth, Tian, is an accumulation of yang. And when yin accumulates, it produces the earth.
Yes.
It's all the time, the duality of yin and yang, heaven and earth.
Yeah.
It's every chapter, I would say every chapter of the Su Wen would have that reference to Tian-Ti, heaven and earth.
So when you call it heaven, these windows of heaven, it really takes it. You've taken us all the way back to God. So heaven is akin to God. So in our Western terminology, it's all connected.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
It's not God or heaven. It's this amazing, extraordinary energy. And these points.
Well, in Chinese philosophies and religions, there is no God. There's Tian.
It's Tian.
Which is not God.
No. But it came from God.
It changed.
It changed.
From
it
Shanti.
Morphed.
Yes.
It morphed.
Yes.
Yes. It became more
from
accessible.
Shanti to Tian.
Yes.
And Tian occurs in Confucius all the time. The word Tian.
Okay. Great. Well, I think this is extremely fascinating as always. Another pearl from Giovanni. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Susan.
To be continued.
meridianholistichealth.com